Hello, YouTube world. Mac Daddy 1911A1 here with the Shade Tree Survivalist. Well, my younger brother Brad, Allamerican, who has his own YouTube channel, came up for a visit over the weekend, and he just left here a little bit ago. And then I fed up the cows, and then I got soaking wet by the rain. But anywho, had a really good visit. We were actually going. I was wanting to us do a video together so I can introduce you guys to him and his channel. He does art and reviews on his Toyota pickup and a few other odds and ends things he's done. But he came up, we had a really good time, and I accidentally published one of the videos of us out doing some shooting yesterday. I made a hell of a deal with Camo to allow us to go back and use the hit pit here a while back. She needed a big riding lawnmower because her yard is so big and I'm not there to cut it anymore. And I said, I need the hit pit. And I had a big John Deere lawn tractor I'd bought, and 22 horsepower V-twin. It was freaking awesome. Hydrostatic transmission. And I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you that $2,200 mower for unlimited access to the hit pit. For me and anybody I want to bring with me. Of course, I call ahead and give her a heads up I'm coming, make sure she doesn't have plans. But we went over there and we had a hell of a time. And seems like he went through a 20 or 30 rounds at one time, and he held the rifle out and he said, wow. That made the experience, all the money he spent, I mean, it worth it. Because he had a hell of a good time. He was aggravated with the iron sights. I mean, I hate iron sights on the AR-15. I mean, they just flat out suck. They do. They just suck. I don't like them. But we got him tuned in. Now he has the Magpul Magbus or M-Bus flip up the sights, and then he got a Crossfire red dot from Vortex, and he freaking loves that thing. Got it tuned in, and then we got out there just shooting. And we really didn't do any drills, but it was his very first time with a weapon. And I'm not going to go into any more detail than that, other than it was an AR type rifle, because maybe he'll do a review on his channel of it. I don't know. He's trying to get his viewership up so he can monetize it, and he's worried YouTube will prevent him from doing that because of the content. I'll be honest with y'all. I started the monetization to pay YouTube back for allowing me to put my videos in their system and store them, and then for them to be displayed all over the world. My point of view, my opinions, my experiences with different, weapons, with gear, in trucking, just everyday experiences. And I thought, well, this is a way for them to earn money for allowing me to do what I do to a worldwide audience. I've had people comment from Australia and New Zealand on my trucking videos, and England and different places like that, and from Canada, and I've got people from the Philippines commenting and so forth on a variety of the videos that I've put up. I mean, I don't really give a crap whether I make any money off of it or not. He's trying to make it to the point where he can make a living off of it. So he keeps his pretty much art, his drawing and so forth. He does cowboys and gunfighters and soldiers and vehicles and so forth. And he's a much more gifted artist than I am as far as drawing. And he does reviews on the different markers and the ink pens and the pencils, mechanical as well as standard, and art pencils and paper. He does all kind of stuff like that. And this video here, if you're still watching, because I know I get long-winded, but if you're still watching, y'all go check him out, Brad Allamerican. I need to change the link in the description box below to his new channel name, because he used to be I don't remember what his old channel name was, but he's changed it, and he went to Brad Allamerican, and I thought, man, that's a great, because it's a play off our last name, and when he did it, I just, man, that was brilliant. He's working on trying to get some subscribers and all, and he's trying different formats on how he does the videos. Some of them it's just real fast, sped up version of his drawing of each picture he does. And some of it he does voiceover, some of it he does live. I mean, it's the entire length video. Some of it he does with music. So he's trying different formats. And if you guys like to draw, or you can appreciate the talent it takes, as well as the effort that goes into drawing some of these drawings, because some of them it takes him over an hour. And I mean, he does really, really good. He's done a bunch of the Navy SEALs, Army Green Berets, Marine Raiders, and so forth. Famous characters. He's done President Obama, President Trump. He's done one or two of Chris Kyle, Michael Murphy, the winner of the recipient of the posthumous recipient of the Medal of Honor in the lone survivor situation, Operation Red Wing, I think it was called, and where Marcus Luttrell was the only survivor. But he's done so many. He's a great American patriot. He is a veteran of the U.S. Navy, served both on USS Saratoga as well as USS Independence. One time on the flight deck on Saratoga, and then another time on the doing something with aviation ordnance. His crew were the aircraft he was in charge of servicing or whatever was A6 Intruder before they pulled it out in favor of the Super Hornet and so forth. If you don't know what that is, rent, buy, or whatever, download the movie Flight of the Intruder. It's about the Vietnam era Intruder, A6 Intruder, which is a tactical bomber, a long-range tactical bomber, and it was very robust, very tough aircraft. But yeah, he served on that, and just, I mean, his is all patriotic themed for the most part, and then of course he's got the gunslingers like Wild Bill Hickok and different things of that nature, because he likes the old westerns just like I do. Yeah, I wanted to do an interview and talk to him about it, but he hates driving. My job is to drive. I'm comfortable with it. I can go anywhere in the world, and I don't really have a problem other than New York City. And it's just because it's so damn congested, and it's so easy to make a tiny little mistake. Which, if you go up there, you'll see what I mean. Every car up there's got dents and dings. Trucks are tore all to hell. It's ridiculous. The infrastructure's so freaking old up there. Low clearance bridges, really tight turns, and so forth. And then, of course, you got the idiots who drive there. They'll be in the right lane, need to make a left turn. They'll toot the horn and they'll point that way, and you better wait. When that light changes, that dude in that far right lane is coming right in front of you to make his left turn. And if you get in the damn way, he'll run your ass right the hell over. But yeah, this is the first visit in which we wasn't bickering and fussing and carried on. He listened and he learned. He picked up so much stuff so fast. The trigger control, when you fire that shot, you hold that trigger back until the recoil impulse is over, and then you release it just enough to hear that audible click. The trigger is reset. Now it only takes just a tiny bit of pressure to press back, and it'll fire, and then you can get on that trigger a lot faster. He's learning. He's picking it up real good. Not going to really say anything other than that. He had a handgun and a rifle. I let him shoot old Betsy. And he put 4 shots in one hole, and one had one flyer about a half an inch away. But he did outstanding with that optic. I had put some reloads in old Betsy, and the damn thing would cycle, but it didn't work. Something somewhere wasn't right. I put some factory loaded ammo in it, fired, cycle, reset the trigger, everything. So it's got to be I short loaded those just enough that it would cycle, eject, reload, but it wasn't all the way to the rear, so it would reset the hammer and keep it cocked. And oh, that ticked me off. Put the factory ammo in there, 150 grain, cycled, function, fired, extract, ejected, the whole works. Reloaded, recocked, and I mean, just did phenomenal. But yeah, I let him shoot some of that. Aguila ammunition, I think it is. Man, that stuff's made in Mexico. It's the only stuff I could find here recently, and it is some accurate freaking ammo. I mean, accurate. 4 shots. Now, let me make this perfectly plain and clear that it's only 25 yards. So it's not an extreme long range, but when you haven't shot a rifle, God, it's been 10 years, I bet, since he shot one. And it's an unfamiliar system, unfamiliar trigger. But yeah, he did phenomenal. Did great. But the best part, and I hope he puts this video up. I really hope he puts this video up. He shot it, and I was talking to him, asking him how he liked it and all that, and he just held it out like that and looked down at it, and he said, wow. That right there said all. I mean, that's the way the entire day was, as far as once we got over to Kimo's. And wow. I mean, Brad Allamerican. Y'all should check out his channel. Maybe he'll put up a video, and if he does, I'll make sure I put up a short video and with a link to the videos if he does put it up, so y'all can go over to his channel. But yeah, Brad Allamerican, my baby brother. He's a year and a few months younger than I am. And yeah, we had a great weekend, had a great time. I wish he could have stayed longer, but I didn't know he was coming. Otherwise, I went ahead and took a couple of days of vacation, and I could have stayed on, and then he could have left in the middle of the week or whatever. But yeah, the rifle did really, really well. Had one hiccup with some wolf. I think because his is a rifle length gas system, I don't think it had quite enough power to cycle it 100% so that the bolt has the full length to, the full pressure to push that round up in the chamber. And what it did is it stopped it, cleared it right out, and then later on we fired that round. But yeah, it got stuck right on the feed ramp as it was trying to come out of the magazine, and he'd already fired 4 or 5 rounds, so it wasn't that the magazine was too tight or whatever the case may be. It was just it didn't cycle the bolt far enough to the rear so that the spring had enough power and pressure to slam it back forward with the inertia it needed to strip that round out of the mag and up into the barrel. But phenomenal, just flat out phenomenal. I accidentally put up a video, and I didn't mean to make it public. I told Brad I'd leave it private. He wanted to show a friend of his, but maybe he'll come back and tell me, go ahead and put it back up. But for you guys that commented on that video, I appreciate it and all. But Brad didn't want it up, and I accidentally, somehow or another, went from private to public, and he wanted it private, so I went and reset it. But I got the comments, appreciate the comments. And that wolf, he shot every bit of that shit up. And I told him, don't buy any more of that crap. I mean, for plinking, that's one thing. But for home defense, Federal, Winchester, those are the guys that supply the military with the ammunition. That's what you buy. You don't buy that damn Russian garbage. I mean, it's nasty. Anyhow, the video is 13, 14 minutes long now, so I'm going to get on off of here. Y'all go check out Brad Allamerican. Check out his channel. He's got some really good ones, really, really good videos up there on drawing all these different wonderful figures in American history and so forth, and fantastic. I mean, he is just working his way up to being a really fantastic artist. But anywho, Mac Daddy 1911A1 here with the Shade Tree Survivalist. Y'all take care. Mac loves you. Catch y'all on a flip-flop.